Long time no see, Aaron.
Yeah.
I know, it's been like forever since I've seen you guys.
About an hour.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's right. You were over at Aaron's helping out.
Yeah, we had to move the bike downstairs, the little exercise bike. It was easier than I thought it was going to be. It's definitely one of those things you gotta have a second hand for. So I'm like,
Well, how's everyone else doing then?
Yeah.
Good.
good.
Doing good.
Aaron's expecting a little girl, and he's getting everything
Heck.
ready. And
Whoop, whoop.
Dave went hunting.
Yeah.
Didn't kill anything.
Nope.
Got a nice
this
hike
time.
out of it.
Jared
Yeah,
and I
right.
just recorded a video game podcast that went pretty well.
Nice.
Nice.
And now we're here to drink a beer.
Ready for a beer.
The Couch Co-Hop.
Right.
I'm Ian. I got Jared, Dave, and Aaron with me as always.
Yeah, buddy.
Yay. Hey.
And,
Yeah.
we are the Couch Co-Hop Show. We drink a beer every week, and then we review it for you, the lucky listener. And if you've listened to our previous episode, you know what this week's beer is going to be, and you're going to sit down, listen, and drink along. You can find us on Twitter at couch_hop, or you can just go to anchor.fm/the Couch Co-Hop Show. Leave a voice
Right.
message or listen to our other episodes. It is my week to choose. And as Jared just showed us, we are drinking Red Can
Red Can.
from Hop Valley,
Yay.
a light
Yeah.
lager. Though, as we came to
It's
learn,
a
not
list-
as light as Montucky Cold Snacks.
Apparently.
But yeah, let's just get to it. Let's see if we can make this the fastest episode humanly possible.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Whatever.
3,
That's cool.
2,
Right.
1.
One and crack.
Oh yeah.
I only mean that because it's a
It's
super
fun.
easy beer to drink. I mean, you can pound this in
Mhm.
like no time at all. So
Oh, this is delicious.
which big beer company owns Hop Valley?
I think it's
Molson
Anheuser
Coors?
Busch. I think. Oh, Molson Coors.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay. I thought it was
Dave.
Anheuser for some reason.
Dave's got the history and everything. He's got all the research. He's researched. Oh, he's Jared's pouring it.
Yep. It looks just like beer.
It looks like my wife's
Yes.
wine. And it's
What's amazing?
Oh,
It's
It's a
amazing to
Riesling?
me. This is Hop Valley, and like Hop Valley's
Mhm.
only been around. They were only started in like 2009.
And it got
And then they
purchased
got-
like right away, right?
Like 2016, they got purchased. I really used to love Hop Valley beers. They used to be they made some great, like them and Boneyard were making like some really great IPAs and stuff. And they're
yeah.
still good beer. They're still good beers, but they seem to have kind of lost that experimental edge. But part of that's the fact now they're an established brewery.
Well, we talked about them a lot last week, kind of in conjunction with the cryo beer from
Yep.
Everybody's Brewing, because
Everybody's
Hop Valley uses in their like cryo series, so they make like 4 or 5 cryo beers.
Yeah, they do.
So, and I'm not really a huge fan of any of those. This is really their only beer that I drink, like consistently.
Oh.
This is the only one.
What about
I
the
would
Stash
say that.
Panda?
Do we know obviously doesn't use cryo hops?
No, I
No,
don't think
that's
so.
not.
But the
No.
information, it was kind of hard to find much information on this beer other than it's a light lager and it's like 4.1%.
I think it's a
And it's
beautiful
like
bit
96
of
carbs,
a beautiful bit
25
of naming and
calories.
can design, because like Red Cup, you have a red
Yep.
can. It's got
Yeah.
it's got a place where you can write your name. It's probably like I think that's probably one of the most brilliant. That's what drew me to it when I first saw it way back in the day. I mean, how long has it been around now? I don't know, 3 4 years.
It's been a couple of years at least. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So
Yeah.
I didn't realize that apparently Hop Valley is now available nationally, or at least the like cryo beers that they make.
Huh.
Just this last year, just in this year actually, they've made a push apparently to expand the offerings to make them available in all 50 states. So
Interesting.
Well, it's a good type of beer, really. I mean,
It's fine. It's
it-
perfectly fine.
I mean, yeah. honestly, the ones that are really going to move faster than any other ones, really lager, just because it's easy to make and easy to ship all over the place, and the hops are relatively easy to get a hold of, plus other ingredients.
Do they do Citrus
I feel like.
Mistress?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They
pretty
also
good beer.
do
That's a
the
pretty good
Stash
beer.
Panda.
And Alphadelic was one of the old ones, and then the one that I always really liked was Alpha Centauri. That was a revelation. That was one of the first kind of double, triple, whatever imperial IPAs that
Right.
I remember being something that I really liked. Between that and Hop Venom, those are like the two.
Oh man.
Those are the two benchmarks for me of that style of beer.
Right. Honestly,
Dude,
if I'm
Hop
gonna have a
Venom's
good
way better than Alpha Centurion. Is it Alpha Centurion?
yeah,
Yeah.
Alpha
Hop Venom's
Centauri,
way
yeah.
better than that beer, dude.
Well, we can argue about that later, but we're really talking about the red can, aren't we?
So this is like
I want to read this excerpt from their website. It's pretty funny. It says, Red Can Light Lager is expertly crafted to include beer in every sip and made with 100% beer ingredients. It's the beer that'll make you say, wow, this is beer. But don't take our word
like
for
the
it.
humor,
Let's see
though.
what the real life drinkers had to say about Red Can.
This is true.
And it says, yum, this does taste like beer. And
It's
oh wow,
actually
you can
really
actually
good.
taste the beer in this can that's also red. And then somebody's like, no thanks, I don't really like beer. And it's like 2 out of 3, not bad.
Yeah.
But this is like that
That's pretty good.
classic, like, you know, when your dad drank a beer and he gave you some. This is like, you know, it's like drinking High Life or Rainier.
But better tasting than High Life, that's for sure.
I actually like this better than Pub.
This does have a lot of flavor.
This is a lot easier to drink than Pub. I mean, at some point, Pub, you're kind of like, this is really good. This, I could honestly probably crush at least half of a 18-pack, which is one of their offerings in this, along with 6-packs and singles.
Pub's got it slightly for me, but by the same token, I do find myself like going back and forth between those two. I get
I agree.
Not tired, but it's like I want something else, so I go to the pub beer or.
You want a little more.
I mean, lately it's been this. Oh, whoops.
I just like it's a toss up honestly between Red Can and Pub. They are definitely like neck and neck in my opinion. They're good, but Miller Lite.
Yeah, for me, and it's been the Keystone Light. So
grab yourself a stone. Hey, I had some of that last week. I love all that shit, man. I love all those beers.
I like light beer. Yeah. I like light beer. Just there's some that are better than others.
I like how
I'll never turn it away.
I feel like this needs to be fizzier.
I think this group likes lagers right now. Wouldn't you say?
You know what was interesting? Last week after we did the Cryo IPA, I was like, Ryan loves Red Can, and I was like, you should be on the show with us, have our first guest. But he's like, he can't find it anywhere in Safeway, and I feel like this beer is everywhere.
In Salem.
In Salem, it's not. Yeah. You're not allowed to have it.
Probably
in Salem.
just sold out.
Yeah, I mean, then you.
But isn't Hop Valley like in Eugene?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're in Eugene. Actually,
not that far from Salem.
Perhaps not the Red Can, but the other beers that have gone national, they actually brew them at Molson Coors in Wisconsin.
Oh,
this is another beer.
Eugene
another
anymore.
beer I cannot find at my local Fred Meyer.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
What?
I do find that some of the stores they either carry this or they carry Pub.
They don't carry either.
As their like craft 18.
Oh, really? Safeway carries both. I have no problem finding Pub or Red Can.
I gotta make a brief call really quick, guys. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Oh.
It's my wife.
Whoa.
She's in Texas right now, so I'll be right back.
Oh, my exes live in Texas.
Ashley's in Texas right now?
Yep. Oh, that's a good shot, isn't it? We can see him. Anyway, I always find that this is like...
I should put like, in loving memory of Aaron Stell.
Funny.
Oh, yeah, and you almost made me snort my beer then. That would be a new test for our podcast, wouldn't it? How well does this beer come out the nose?
Does it burn? Does it burn?
Yeah. Does it burn? No, I
All
find
right,
that
I'm
this
back.
this is usually $1 to $2 more per 18 pack than pub as well. Or at least where I am, it's usually, if you're getting it on sale, the pub is 13 and then this is usually 14 or
Yeah,
somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And those are like kind of the two companies you think about that were both like those kind of craft breweries that got picked up. And
Yes.
those are like the two that kind of like they're at the same status level and they go back and forth. It's funny.
Yeah,
I don't know.
which is funny because like Full Sail had the session, which was, which before these two pub and Red Can came out, that was kind of like your go-to all day lager, don't want to spend a lot of money kind of drink.
And still
Those
it's cheap. But then it's a little bit less beer in those bottles, really.
Yeah, they're 11 ounces
Right.
versus 12, and it's just.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I was all about Session for a while. Yeah, but I haven't bought it in a while.
Yeah, right.
I miss Session every now and then.
and then obviously there's the beer we had last week, Henry Weinhardt's. That price wise at least that would compete with this beer almost. I feel like so it's kind of like they've managed to Red Cannon Pub have pushed a lot of the others. And I mean, what's surprising is Red Cannon Pub are actually even cheaper than some of the what you'd call macro brews. Where they're definitely cheaper than Coors for an 18-pack of Coors.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I fucking
I think
forgot
even
we
my
did Henry
even my
Weinhardt's.
Keystone Light was like a little bit even my Keystone Light was about the same price as this.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Was that a big old 18-pack?
It was a weird one. It was a 12-pack with three extras, so it was a
15
15-pack,
pack.
and
Oh,
it was
15 packs.
it
I've
was
seen those.
$12. Yeah.
Huh.
So this is what $14 for 18. So you are paying a little bit more, but it's in that it's definitely
You
price
get more.
competitive. Yeah.
Keystone's a pretty clean beer too. That's like
Yeah.
it's not like Busch Light I'll drink, but it's a little dirtier. Keystone's a pretty oddly pretty like easy drinking beer.
I quite often get that when I go hunting because there's after a day hiking around, there's a couple of like 4 or 5 of those, and then you can still get up the next morning and go hunting again.
Here's my theory on that shit though. Like when we go camping or we go out somewhere, I don't like to get like Red Can or I like to get little dinkier beers like High Life or something because I don't drink them as fast. Because this I will just go through, and if I'm like doing nothing but sitting there with my feet in the water, it's like this. What am I'm gonna run out of beer.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I do find this a little nondescript.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know why. And I don't mind it. I just. I find like pub has a little more personality to me, but that's just me. And like Rolling Rock and some of the kind of more traditional American ones have that like creamy taste.
Red Can is the Sprite of beer. I don't know.
All I know is that mine's gone.
Mine's gone.
Yeah,
mine's crushed.
Okay.
It should be Red Crush, but
yeah, you got like a little bit of hops there, a little bit of like that lagery flavor.
Yeah,
well, I think the only thing for me, I feel I wish it was a little fizzier.
Yeah.
I feel like it's fine. It feels like pretty fizzy.
I don't know. I was drinking that Keystone this weekend, and I cracked one of those open and tasted it, and that first sip, that it was like almost aggressive carbonation, but I really liked it. I feel like this.
Jared's had a lot of head on his.
I feel like this would be really good with a bit more carbonation. Maybe mine's just a little old.
Maybe.
Because I haven't actually drank it and then replaced it and drank it again and replaced it again.
That's true. But whose of yours are original that I gave you like
mine's original.
A month ago or so?
Yeah, mine's the one you gave me. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. See,
we got November.
Mine's brand new.
You're right. It's no way long out of date. I mean, it says best before November this year.
Yeah.
So we're only at the start of October, so this will be on the shelves for another month or two. So it's not stale or anything like that.
Are you just keeping it out in the warm garage or something? I
don't know. It just doesn't. It tastes good, but and it doesn't taste of aluminum can, which
That's
would
good.
be
This is
the other,
surprising.
which would be the other sign that it was bad, if you know what I mean.
Right.
It just tastes
Right.
like metal can. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like a little bit more carbonation would really bring it to life. But maybe that's just.
No,
Yes.
it's fun. All right, let's review it. Thumbs up.
All right.
I'm gonna just give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy this next.
3.5 stars.
Yeah.
I almost bought an 18 pack of it because I was really craving it earlier, but like, I gotta hold on.
I quite often feel that, like, between us, even though I give it half a star, I do feel like 3.5 is a pretty fair score
That's a
for
good
it.
score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared,
Right.
ask me the question.
What video game would you pair this with, Ian?
Will you marry me, Ian?
I'm
That
gonna pair it.
wasn't the
I'm
question.
gonna pair it with Red Faction,
Hey.
and in this case,
Yeah.
Guerrilla. Because when you're fighting, when you're creating a rebel assault team, you can't be that drunk.
That
You're
drunk,
fighting
he
an
says.
Imperial. You need to like go in a little bit sober. So like you need to crush a few beers, but you need to be able to. No, you don't want to blow yourself up. You know.
I
Hey,
love that Volition.
Really,
logo.
the only reason I picked this is because it was red. So I was trying to think like red can No, anyway.
Yeah.
No.
Man, are
Yeah.
they going to make a sequel to that? I'd forgotten about that video game. And
I think
really
it depends on
enjoyed
how
it.
popular Saints Row is. Oh, they did
Oh,
make
yeah.
they did make a sequel to Red Faction Guerrilla.
They did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Red Faction
Oh, yeah.
Armageddon.
Yeah. That's the
Oh yeah, I never did play that.
This one had
No.
the unicorn gun. So like you
Oh.
would grab the unicorn pony and you'd shoot it and it would fart on people. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah, wasn't that a first-person shooter though, compared to the other one? Which
No,
is
this is
more
the same. This is a third
open
person.
world.
No, this
Oh,
is
it is?
This is a third.
Hmm.
It's this is the same kind of
Oh,
game.
PS3. Okay, so that has
Yeah,
been a while.
this is after Gorilla.
Yeah.
But it's not as open world, is it? Is that the case?
It's not as open world. I mean, it has open world elements, but then it has like a lot of. It goes back into the Mars. You go back underground,
Oh,
but
that
it still
is the
has shit
original
you can
second
blow
one.
up. It still does all that. It's a really good
Anyway,
game.
Nice.
And it's such a cool series.
Maybe I'll have to play that one.
Anyway,
I kind of missed it. But
Red Faction, baby. Okay, so next week we it's not Jared's yet. We're going to do, instead of Jared's, we're going to do yet another Nick DeWin beer, because Nick DeWin is like the saint of this
He's the man.
podcast, and we will be drinking Foster's
Australia
Yes.
piss.
Australian for
Yeah,
and so
pretty much.
Jeez.
that will be the beer we'll be drinking.
Oh,
So
man.
a little inside
Special
baseball.
hour-long episode.
Little inside baseball. That's the beer we're drinking right after this podcast.
Right.
Anyway, I want to thank Jared, Dave, and Aaron for joining me here on the Couch Co-op Show.
Anytime.
And
You're welcome.
you can
Absolutely.
find us on Twitter at couch_hop, or just go to anchor.fm/the Couch Co-op Show. Find all our episodes. Leave us a voice message. Request a beer. You can even donate us some money if you would, but no one's done that yet. So we just have Nick who donates us beer,
Okay.
which is also awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
Our podcast is available everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Google. You can find us. You can find this. There's a video version. Hey, did you know that there is actual video version that you can find on
Yeah.
YouTube? You can find us
No.
actually drinking the beer on YouTube. So there's a YouTube version. So
YouTube.com/milkman pictures.
yeah, Milkman Pictures, but
That's
not
the one.
important. You'd have to search for it. You know, I'm trying to make that shit super hard to find. So hey, everyone, everyone in Uruguay, if you want to see what we look like in person, you can go to youtube.com/Milkman Pictures, and you will find the playlist of all these episodes. Anyway, it's time to get out of here.
Drink responsible.
Is that what it is?
Yes. Gotta drink that responsible.
Drink an 18-pack of Red Can and drive fast.
How does responsible taste?
Not like beer.
No.